What am I going to say? Oh! Key change. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher. And today I am jumping back to VoicePlay featuring Deejay Young again. So I recently saw him in, please remind me, oh, it was the Christmas Chipmunk song. And thank you for letting me know that Deejay Young is currently on tour with Hamilton, so that's pretty cool. Today I will be reacting to and analysing their most recent upload. This is In My Room, a Beach Boys cover. I love a bit of Beach Boys. There is a lot of harmony work going on anyway, so I'm very excited and intrigued to see where VoicePlay take this and what differences we're going to hear. I think I saw that Lane and Rob Dietz have arranged this, so that is very cool. As always, this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. Because it's VoicePlay, I will probably be stopping more than usual, but who knows. If you'd rather watch someone just react to a video, you are not going to find that type of content here because I just get very excited, so there's no saying how much I'm going to stop and talk, let's be honest. I have left the link to the original video in the description below, so do go and check that out and support and subscribe over there. But if you do enjoy what I'm doing over here, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and bell button over here on my channel, and do check me out on Patreon as well. The link can be found in the description below as well. Let's get to it. I keep singing the wrong Beach Boys song. Good vibrations is in my head. I'm thinking about good vibrations. That would, I wonder how they would do the... Anyway, that's not even the song.
There's a world where I can go to tell my secrets to in my room.
Oh, okay. Whoa, like they have been busy. I mean, first of all, we heard that Nothing Else Matters, which, you know, I'm still not over it. And now we're getting this. Okay, really, I love that we're getting sounds with our, you know, there's a... You can't really hear it, but I'm like swiping on my leg. Like click, so we're hearing that, and then... Don't hit myself too hard. I can't. What? And then when we get to the vocals, it feels a little bit slower than the original, but what's really interesting is the phrasing. We're getting quite staccato rhythms. We're coming off of each kind of word. We're getting, they're not breathing in between the words, but there's like breath, there's space in between each word, which just is, it makes me hold my breath because I'm like, where are we going? And then we get a lovely kind of slide on my, and that, I love how it's like higher frequencies first, and then we get a drop of that bass come in. Very cool. God, they're like clicks are so... I'm just focused on Caesar at the moment.
There's a world where...
So, there's a world where... So, world where... That felt really, that didn't seem real in my head. I thought werewolf, but that's not what I meant. World where is joined, but everything else, we kind of, you can feel that breath, that space, not breath, sorry, the space in between the words.
There's a world
it's very breath-led.
I can go to tell my secrets to in my room, in my room.
Oh, nice. They're getting really clean. Room. It's like they're kind of adding a little bit of an aspirate offset as well. So how they are coming off of their words. But otherwise, in my room. It's like, again, space in the room. Oh, really nice. And I like that layer effect as well that we get. It's, yeah, real nice playing with the rhythms.
Secrets to in my room, in my room, in my room.
Sorry, I quite liked, I want to talk about that. I liked Caesar and Jeff's echo effect of the In My Room, where it kind of, you know, they're ascending and Jeff's notes are in the scale higher than what Caesar's are, but because of where he's pitched it, it's in the octave below, maybe 2, because it is Jeff and he lives in the basement.
In my room.
In my room. Caesar's going, in my room, is where Jeff is, but because of where he's pitching the in my room is actually like the lowest D I can get on this keyboard. It feels like it's lower, but actually we're still ascending. So that's really cool. Also, just notice Caesar goes, oh wait, I'm not singing.
In my room. In my room. In my room.
Oh.
In this world I locked out all my worries and my fears.
Oh, I love this riff down. You could kind of really see the larynx position of Jeff. We'll go to that, back to that gorgeous section. Lane's little link was beautiful. I love the little moments we get to hear Lane, because even though I'm kind of getting used to hearing Lane a little bit more often sing, it's still like when we're used to, you know, he's providing the percussion, the beatboxing, the human drum kit. So when he sings, it's like, oh yeah. But him and DJ Young have very similar high place sounds, which especially in this, and it's nice that they kind of followed each other. So that was real nice. Oh. Yeah, tiny in the front. What am I going to say? There's a lovely cry. La, la. This that's so hard to do slowly. It's like a Yoda, but we're crying onto it. La, love. It's lovely. And it lightens up the sound up there. Da. And we're on an E as well, so the top part of his chest voice. Yes, he can bring that up. We know we've heard DJ Young bring up his chest voice as well, but he's really lightening up here, and that kind of cry is helping.
In this world I locked out all my...
Gosh, there are so many things that you also hear in the background, but I love how we're filling out more with the BVs in the background. We're kind of filling it in rather than everyone singing on the words and on their vocal line. There's a little bell effect that we hear on the dum 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 as well in the background. Dum, dum, dum. So Jeff's actually lifting his larynx there to get this. It is on a G, so it's like, again, on the upper part of his like chest register there. Remember, we don't need to lift up our larynx in order to get this. That's not how we achieve a higher note, even though we might think that we have to raise our larynx to get this higher note. That's not how high notes are achieved. We stretch and shorten our vocal folds. But that could also be what Jeff's doing here is changing the tone and the quality of the sound. But I love... so nerdy. I love the larynx. Nice. Oh, I love the detail. It's so floaty. What's nice with riffing as well, yes, we can do it on any whatever quality, but when we add that breath, it's kind of like we're just floating, and especially at the speed, the agility on DJ Young, like having that breath, it just really lets it kind of float down on descending scales as well. Riffs, beautiful. I love that the backing kind of stopped towards the end of his riff down, that run down, sorry.
In my room, in my room.
Ooh, in my room. On this ooh vowel. Nice. key change. Did we notice that little flip with DJ Young as well here? Really nice. So we get is it on the my? Ma, right there. So, okay, the D that he gets this flip on is at the top part of his chest voice. So before, I know we hit an E, but we got quite a light connected sound. Now he's playing with different tones and he's allowing more breath to come through the vocal folds to allow the breath sound to come through. We have to go from a clear sound to a non-clear sound in order for us to hear that difference, right? We can't just go because they're both going to sound the same, or they're both going to sound clear. Two very different qualities.
In my room, in my room.
I love the shoulder. You break me every time. Jewelry. The spelling of jewelry always throws me off. Anyone else? We start off with a lovely ooh vowel with Ellie. Let's go back to the beginning. And he's already off he goes on an A4. There's no heaviness to his voice, so he sets it off really, really lovely. If we start off this phrase, and it's like I said, it's on an A4, so we're well and truly into his first passage. It's very chest dominant still, this sound, so he's extending that speech voice up there. He is opening it ever so slightly to as if like a book sound, vowel, but yeah, if we were to start it too heavy, then we're going to take that heaviness with us, but Ellie always starts it feeling right for him, so he can take that energy, take that light feel wherever he's going, and he goes everywhere. Way, nah. He gets it's not as much as what DJ had before, and this is again, there are different balances to how much breath we want to put through a note. Like, doesn't it all sound the same? Isn't that amazing? We all have individual voices and we can all sound the same, different. I meant. But anyway, he gets a slight flip in there, but it's not as breath heavy when he flips in there. But it's definitely lighter. That drop. Okay, shooting up to a D5. You can feel that thin feel in this day. You know, it's not like reaching up there. He's relying very much on his head voice there. It is still, it's a beautiful mix, right? He's getting a lovely balance of the chest voice and head voice, hence why it's a mix. But he changes to an E vowel halfway through. Pray, singing through that diphthong rather than pray. Wherever he's going, pray. He's like he pray, and he lifts the tongue, so he's sending that voice forward, that sound forward, creating a smaller space so he can kind of control that a bit better and maintain thin, rather than maybe if he was to open up a bit more, he might feel like he's getting too heavy up there because it is high. And pray. It's that tongue. My crying and my sighing, laugh at yesterday. See. Yes. Yeah, I love that we're hearing, you know, just different voices in different sections. It's really, they do that so well. And like we kind of had before with Lane, just that small little line. I think it was in my room. In my room. Funny that, because that's the title. But then it went straight to DJ Young's voice singing the lead. That makes sense. But sometimes when we want a bigger impact, we might have Jeff going into Ellie, and it's like, whoa, do you know what I mean? Like, and it depends, and it's always in the right moment. So who knows where this is going to go? But yeah, it's a really lovely. It sounds completely different. I love that bell effect. Right, so A4 to an B4. And I love this lean that DJ does. Da, I don't know what the words are, but da, on this lovely air vowel, he's getting quite a thick sound there. Not heavy again. Otherwise, you would see, it just was not, it wouldn't be a joy to sing with such heaviness in your vocal folds. It's just, yeah, it's just irritate them. You wouldn't be able to repeat, and it just wouldn't sound very nice, and you'd be in pain. Any more negatives? But he's not getting this. Da, he's bringing that up. Lovely.
It's dark and I'm alone, but I won't be afraid. In my room.
Hit my room. Hold on. 1 second.
Afraid.
I'm Thank you, Lane, for all you teach me in these videos. I love it. This is exactly what I was kind of talking about, right? And it literally just happens straight after. We get that lovely drop from Jeff, and we kind of like see that layering happening. Really, really nice. And it kind of, that dark, low frequency, we're like pulled in, and then we see it stacking, and then suddenly just this lovely up on the C5 there. Really different quality, really light, and to get that, you have to kind of think of that shape beforehand, because da is no, I mean, I don't really know how Ellie speaks, but hey, maybe when you're very heightened, you would talk up here, but you have to be engaged. I just love it.
Now it's dark and
I love the crickets.
now it's dark and I'm alone.
Very whispery, like.
I won't be afraid.
And the lights come up.
In my room.
Da.
In my room.
Oh.
In my room. In my room. In my room.
Oh. I love that little riff that we had from Jeff as well. It's nice, those little moments, because we hear, Caesar and now DJ here as well, and Ellie kind of including many riffs in their own styles. But when Jeff goes up there as well, he's like, I will also do this. And he can. Like, it's so lovely. I love this ooh section as well. Oohs blend beautifully and also are really lovely in our upper register. We can really connect to our head voice there, and that's what's happening here. We're getting again like a bell effect on these oohs. Lovely.
In my room.
Really nice.
In my room.
Yeah. Wait. I feel like we haven't heard Caesar in a very long time. Like, they put in little bits here and there. We're like, and then it kind of goes. And I'm like, so yes, very, the usual things that we hear from Caesar, though. Very breathy. Again, adding lots of different riffs. Notice Dream Man, really open, that tongue lovely and drop. Dream Man. Ski Man as well, I think we had like, very involved. Ski Man. It has little yodel cries every so often as well. Up on that C5, very breath led, right? It's like there's more breath than tone. There is tone there to help him obviously riff down. Otherwise it'd just be yes. Let that be proof that there is tone as well. But it's very breath led. Yes. That was a lovely line. Do ma da da. I love that he kind of went everywhere, and obviously we returned back to his low notes. But yeah, Jeff's got such a there's so many words that just came to my head. Which one should I pick? But it's just very like velvety and smooth with his voice. There's two. Oh, nice vibrato. Did we hear that beautiful flip on the ascend? Lovely. Day slowly on that diphthong. Sorry.
Now it's dark and I'm alone, but I won't be afraid.
You hit that cheek lane. Oh. Cheek. Cheeky. Okay. We're getting layering again. I mean, this song has layering in the original, you know, the stacking of the vocal lines, and we hear those harmonies stack on top of one another. But now we're starting with DJ Young. So we're starting higher. Caesar comes in with a lower harmony, so it's kind of like the opposite, which is really cool, really nice and different. I'm really loving the phrasing and the kind of rhythms of, just the lines, like that kind of staccato feel, not breathing, but there's space in between the words sometimes. They're really playing to that. Going back to clicks as well. I love Caesar's top.
I won't be afraid.
Crescendo.
In my room.
Oh.
In my room.
Yes.
In my room. In my room. In my room.
Whoa. In my. I need to break down this riff. I love that he's closing into a room and we're closing straight onto the now, and he's holding on, he's lingering onto it, so he's creating something different, and we haven't heard that yet, so that's why it's like really, really nice. And I like this kind of empty feel now behind. We're going back to clicks. Lane's kind of returned back to this little thing which we had just before in that link, but yeah, really kind of empty behind, and especially that little section that we had.
In my room.
I love the light change as well.
In my room. In my room. In my room. In my room. In my room.
Caesar's. I love that. Okay, we need to go back because and then we'll hear this again, but
In my room. In my room. In my room.
in my room. He's staying on an ooh vowel as well. Again, he's staying in a really light, thin fold feel here. So his vocal folds are really thin. He's kind of bringing that down. He does kind of connect back down on this M, which we do associate with our chest voice. We can feel that kind of vibration. So he does travel down there and he does connect down there. But he's really guiding that with breath, like letting the breath guide the way down. Beautiful. And the notes.
In my room.
That throw.
In my room.
Nice. I love as well that we didn't get no. Yeah.
In my room.
Like we want to resolve that, but then obviously he does his lovely. So soft. Oh, Lane's got his eyes closed. No one else does. I'll close my eyes too so you're not alone. In my room. You best believe I'm going to be singing that poll the whole time. And the in my room. The talent this group has. I just want to keep screaming it forever and being like, VoicePlay. I just love it. I also just want to say a huge thank you to VoicePlay, essentially. Yes. I absolutely loved reading the messages. So thank you, and I hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. I feel like I'm reading something like, Gate 84 is now boarding. Repeat, Gate 84 is now boarding. That's not what they say at all, but you know what I mean. You have arrived at your destination. Okay. It's been a long day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you. See, I sound like you can't say that without sounding like the voiceover thing. I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!